Ryan on the couch. Good to see you. As Tammie's been talking about all morning, parking tickets in the city set to increase. The city wants to keep cars moving and make a little extra cash as they're doing it. There are 123 different types of parking offenses. It's estimated the city could make an additional $62 million in revenue. $62 million. City staff says it's around $40 to $50 million. Some examples of tickets in terms of what they were and where they're going look like this. Parking in a bike lane was $150. It's going to $200. Not paying at machines, $30 goes up to $75.
Whoa.
I think that should be even higher. I got to be honest.
Higher. Take it easy.
No.
Slow down, man.
Not everything's your driveway, man. It's the city of Toronto.
Put the parking and bike lanes up higher.
Okay,
Give
how
me a
about
break
both?
in the
How about
machines.
both?
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. And then not having a permit, $75. Generally, I mean, we've already dove a bit into this, but in terms of bringing revenue in, do we all understand why this is needed? Or do we have issues with it? Meryl, start with you.
No, I mean, we got to bring revenue in, and we got to get traffic moving. And when people are parking in a bike lane or in places that they shouldn't, my gosh, emergency spots, or there's got to be a big ding on that because we have to, lessen the incentive for making that okay. The stuff that gets me is the machine parking. And also, I know, Tam, we were talking about this. The way you pay at the machine has also changed, which makes it even harder. Even if you're trying to pay the parking ticket, it makes it easier for you not to.
Yes, so I will show you right now. So what we do typically here is when you come in,
We're
as
revealing.
of 5 a.m.
Let Tam cook.
Okay, ready? I sent in an official complaint yesterday, by the way. I did it on the Green Pea website. So you can go on the app. And as of 5 a.m., you can pay for your parking, which really doesn't kick in until 8.
Right.
But you pay for it early just so that, you don't forget, especially because we're working and doing other things. I have a newscast at 8, so I can't pay for parking. This is what happens. Now, it says, ooh, yours is not available here. You can't pay here. It's currently not available. You know what that means? I can't pay until 8. 8 o'clock, I might forget. You forget for 5 minutes, that's a $75 ticket. But you were trying to pay.
Exactly.
So that's the problem. So I don't know why that changed. City of Toronto, let me know. I put in the official complaint yesterday. I wrote it because I was that furious about it. It just changed over the last couple of weeks, I want to say. And the price of parking on the street has also increased significantly as well. So people are paying a lot when they don't necessarily have that money to pay.
Just for why it might not happen.
Yeah.
I know when I try different parts of the city and try and park, it's because there's a no parking time. So maybe the overnight thing doesn't kick. Is it? I don't know. This could be an option, but they don't want to take your money if you're not allowed to park there.
No,
But
you're
she wants
allowed
to,
to
like,
park.
But you
Hey.
Just
I know
give
you
it 5
want.
minutes
Take
up.
my money.
Take my money.
Take my money because I don't want to worry about getting the ticket later.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And you're allowed to park there. It's just that you don't have to pay until 8.
Yeah.
But where you
Right.
park, you're allowed to park.
Yeah, if you're
Yeah.
trying to
That's
pay a
right.
ticket, you
Yeah.
should be able to pay for the
You
ticket.
should be able to pay. Take
and
my
some
money.
of those increases, I think, are a great idea because we got to get the city moving, too.
We do.
Yeah, the no parking in a bike lane and the kind of, there's a lot of bike lanes in the city, and as someone who takes ride-sharing apps and Ubers and Lyfts and taxis, there's got to be somewhere for them to pull over and drop you off. Now, if you are ticketing people for parking or standing and waiting to pick up a ride or something, that I understand. But we got to find a better way to get the flow of traffic moving in this city outside of ticketing everybody. Because already we see King Street, we already see all the construction that is happening. The city is already slow moving. It takes you an hour to get onto the Gardner.
That's
And that's before they're closing the lanes.
They're closing
Yeah.
2 lanes.
2 more?
You don't know this.
Oh, Devo.
Oh,
You know what?
Devo.
It's better not to know.
Don't
Just
know.
don't know. Just don't know
okay.
this.
Ignorance
Just
is
stay
bliss.
in the land of you didn't know. Because, it's not going to get
That's a whole
better.
nother thing. That's a whole nother thing. But in terms of ticketing, sorry, Devo.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Welcome back,
Yeah,
Devo.
welcome back.
You should have went to Turks and Caicos.
Frankie!
I'll just close this way though. But in terms of like people stopping in rush hour, like on Adelaide and Richmond and going to one way. Hey, ticketing doesn't solve everything. Boy, does it help potentially though.
Yeah.
Hammer those folks too. Like I don't care if you need a coffee. If you had to deliver something, okay, just maybe make it 2 hours earlier. Like, I don't know everyone's scared, obviously, but I think there's definite ways where you can get revenue into the city and increase flow at the same time. That's what they're trying to do. But let us know. Feedback at breakfasttelevision.ca. City's changing here. We're going to take a break. We're going to let Devo know exactly what's happening on the Gardener.
3
coming
years,
up
Devo.
next,
3 years.
Next
Sorry.
month. It's going to last
Starting
only
next
3
month.
years.